Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome to Brokenomics. I'm Ian. So, in case you can't tell on the channel this week, the theme of what we've been doing has been gaming tokens and specifically play to earn gaming tokens. And continuing today with Wall Street games. And in the spirit of gaming tokens and gaming, what I'm going to do with this video is for every person that subscribes to this video, I'll put $1 in a pot. So, more subscribers, bigger the pot gets. And at the end of the week, one of you guys will be selected, and I'll play one of you heads up in poker for that money. So, yeah, just keeping with the theme there. So Wall Street Games, it's an IDO. It launched in May of this year, and as you can see here, like it's got 3 games on the side at the minute, right? And they're skill games, and essentially what you do is you put money into a pot, select the amount of money. So if I want to put 10 in, you put 10 in, and the two of us can play 3 games at the minute. Although they're talking about they will expand to more games, and the winner of that takes the majority of the pot, with the sort of site taking 5%, and also a referrer taking, I think, 0.5%. So 5% goes, or 4.5% goes to the site, and 0.5% goes to the person who referred. So this is one of the games here that you can see. I mean, very simple game. Essentially what you do is you line up, say whatever's on the bottom row, you have to find one that is there. So 18's on the bottom row, you click 18, 24 is there, you click 24, and then I think there's no more that match up there. So what you do is you click the bottom row and different things come in, and then there's special tiles you can get that have special properties as well. And the two of you play this at the same time, and whoever ends up with the highest score wins the money. Simple. Another game here. This is essentially Minesweeper. I think anyone who used Windows 95 or 97 or whatever it was back in the day, essentially the numbers dictate that there is one square that you don't want to click. The mine, I think they call it shitcoin avoider or something like that. So down at the bottom here, you can see there's one mine there, and obviously because only one mine is touching that one, then this one can't have a mine in it. Here, because there's 2 mines touching this, you know that both of these are mines, and essentially whoever solves the puzzle gets to the end the fastest wins the game. This is another one. You just scroll through, and as this thing flies along and it flips from buy and sell, you just have to click buy or sell, or buy or sell quicker and quicker and quicker, and whoever messes up first loses the game. So yeah, and they are talking about throwing more games on the website, and building on this user experience in the future. So getting to their overview, it's a next generation hybrid blockchain online gaming platform where players battle each other in fun, simple games for rewards. No gambling will ever be involved on this platform. All games are skill based. So as you can see from those games, it's just like speed and accuracy, right? So there's the game flow. As an example, you deposit $10, 94.5% goes to the winner, 5.5% goes to the treasury fund if there's no referrers, and 5.5% goes to the referrer if there is. So we've got different ranks in the game as well, which means that the more of this token that you hold in terms of dollar value, the more games you're allowed to play per day. So holding 25 or more WSG is 10 games a day, and if you hold 300 or more, you get up to unlimited games as well. And they're just easy to understand, playable with as few as possible controls, short game duration. So just, yeah, kind of introducing a gambling aspect to flash games, which I think is actually a really cool concept. The actual 3 games they have there at the minute don't, particularly interest me, but certainly, you can imagine some of the cool flash games like 8-ball pool or something like that. Like playing that for a few quid might be a bit of crack, or a bit of fun if if you got into that. So here's their roadmap. Q2 2021, platform launch on BSC, started marketing campaigns, community votes. Q3 NFT collectibles launch. I'll be interested to see how they actually integrate NFTs into this game. Adjustments, redesign of games, and also they wanted 5 games released on the platform in Q2. So I think we still have well, they'll be a little bit late, I guess, with those other 2 games. And Q4 launching on other blockchains. Heavy user acquisition, which a heavy user in the gambling industry is someone who is what would be regarded as a whale, like a high value customer, someone that likes to gamble on these games for a lot of money and do so very regularly. Yeah, maybe their predatory instincts there coming out a little bit. And then Q1 2022, redesign of the platform and further game development. Mobile app on Android and iOS, which I think is, with the sort of basic nature of these games, is a really nice fit. Certainly you could imagine, people doing this while they're, waiting for the bus or something like that, just battling away for $5 or $10, or if they're a whale or a heavy user, a bit more money than that, and partnerships with leading blockchain gaming platforms as well. So yeah, an interesting idea of how they see this going forward, and certainly something that makes sense. There is, a couple of issues, however, with the project, and I would urge you to do your own research. I certainly did, and I'll lay it out in front of you in the next couple of minutes. That number of the total supply is a very large number. It is a 1 in 15 zeros, which means there's 1 quadrillion tokens. That's what it is. And they're split up with 60, I don't know what that number is, 60 trillion? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. Is 12 zeros a trillion? Split up between the private sale, the IDO, liquidity, foundation, and rewards. If you're looking through this tokenomics section, however, really the key thing to note is that the only time they mention anything to do with a release schedule is here in the foundation, and they simply say they're locked and released in time periods to show long-term commitment. Now, that's not concrete, and when we move forward in this video, you'll kind of see why that's kind of important. Anyway, the rewards are 30%, the foundation is 15%, the liquidity is 10%, and the marketing is 31.5%. And I'm sure actually the IDO to IDO holders, the details, I'm sure, of their own release were told to them, or I guess they were released straight away, right? But if you have any comments on that, or you're involved in the IDO, just drop a comment down below for me. So if we get to here, the graph, obviously, like, the numbers are tiny. There's like 6 zeros before that 8, so that's like 10 millions of a cent. Or sorry, yeah, that would be 1 millionth of a cent, right? But anyway, one thing to say that is positive about it is that the trading volume in relation to the market cap is 1.29, so plenty of liquidity in this token, and you wouldn't expect to be seeing a lot of slippage, I guess, on the exchanges as well, if that's the case, although I don't know if that number is split across a number of exchanges or not. And here, as we come down to this area, is where we see the real issue with not having any information on a release schedule. You've got 22 million market cap out of circulating, supply market cap of a 163 million fully diluted market cap. Now, that equates to 13%, a little over. That means that 87% of these tokens are still to come into the market. And you can imagine, if the market was flooded with those, what that would do for price. It would be interesting to see, actually, how much extra supply there was from this high here a couple of days ago, to drive it down to here, or was it just people selling? I'm not sure. But basically, to compare it to other projects in the space, like, to kind of give you an idea, like Crypto Blades, which is a video we covered, and Ethermon, which is a video Zach covered yesterday, if you're looking at it in relation to market cap, it's 22 million. Ethermon didn't have any data on market cap, which means, again, one of the issues Zach highlighted, and was the same in Crypto Blades. It seems to be a running theme throughout these crypto games, is that there's not high levels of transparency in regards to the circulating supply. And guys, if you're looking at a project that's recently ICO'd or IDO'd, you need to know what that circulating supply is and what the release schedule looks like, because if the market gets flooded with supply, your coin's going to shit the bed. Unless there's huge demand ramped up to meet that. So compared to the market cap, let's say, a Crypto Blades, which is 60 million circulating supply, this is about a third of that size. And yeah, perhaps interestingly, with the nature of this game and the way it is, and the way they want to integrate it on Android and iOS systems, you can see potential for growth there. Especially if the games improve, right? I mean, I think the concept's really cool. And I think definitely integrating it on mobile is a really good idea. But I do feel that the issues with the circulating supply is something that will keep me away from this token. And if you look here, like, I went into their Telegram and I just kept asking, any information on a release schedule. I was told, like, or I actually, that wasn't me. It was people are just like hyped up, talking about price. It's amazing that there's 40,000 people in this Telegram. I mean, there's some very, large, well-known projects that don't have anywhere near that. So that just leads me to wonder a little bit, like, where did these 40,000 people come from? One thing I did see was the community manager, when somebody said they just bought the token and were down 34% or something like that a few hours ago, the community manager told them to stake and receive passive income whilst you hold and be patient. That's a bit of a red flag for me. A community manager who's obviously invested in the project, giving out free financial advice on Telegram to tell someone to hold a token. I mean, yeah, I that didn't sit well with me personally. And then eventually, after I asked a number of times about the token release schedule, I was muted from the group. As you can see, oh no, it's actually my head will be hiding that, but just down, right around where my head is the thing that, you know, the eternal 10 seconds of death on Telegram, that you've been muted for 24 hours, or I don't know how long it is. So just that in terms of the release schedule, 13% of tokens in circulation, another 87% to come, and we've no idea when that's going to happen. So for me, again, this video is not financial advice, but that would be something that would make me cautious about the project. As well, if you were considering learning more and reading the white paper, don't bother, because these 3 pages are it. That's all the information they have on the project in their white paper. And also there's absolutely nothing to do with the team on the website. And I saw somebody else asking about the team in the Telegram group as well, and they weren't able to get any information there either. So just, you know, a cool project, a really cool idea, but with a couple of red flags that for me personally would make me want to stay clear. Cheers, lads. Hope you enjoyed the video, and catch you soon.